Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United are eyeing up a defender valued at £25 million, and Semenyo sends a message ahead of his first Manchester derby. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. United set sights on defender as £25 million swoop looms. Manchester United are reportedly keeping a very close eye on Sassuolo's promising young centre-back Carrick as the January 2026 transfer window rumbles on. The Red Devils hierarchy have sent scouts over to Italy time and again to run the rule over the 22-year-old, who's caught the eye with his performances in Italy. It's all part of a long-term plan at Old Trafford to line up an eventual successor to Harry Maguire. Muharamovic ticks plenty of boxes, his proper physical in the tackle but stays calm on the ball, the sort of modern defender clubs are desperate for these days. That said, securing the Bosnian international signature won't be straightforward, nor will it come cheap. The Italian club are said to be holding out for something in the region of €30 million to €40 million, made even trickier by a 50% sell-on clause in favour of Juventus. It's a hefty price tag that'll give United's money men something to chew over, though the feeling around the club is that the lad's potential makes him worth the investment to shore up the back line for years to come. On top of the fee, United aren't the only ones sniffing around. Tottenham Hotspur and Milan's duo are all understood to be keen as well, turning this into a proper scrap among Europe's big hitters. Sassuolo chief executive Giovanni Carnevali has gone on record saying he's reluctant to lose a key man mid-season, but everyone knows a daft enough offer in these final weeks of the window could turn his head. With the competition heating up, the Red Devils will have to decide whether to table a formal bid now or bide their time until the summer. Antoine Semenyo sends message ahead of his first Manchester derby. The Premier League stage for matchday 22 of the 2025-2026 campaign is set to be dominated entirely by the goings-on at Old Trafford. This Manchester derby is far more than a mere scramble for 3 points. It is a grand theatre for the fresh narratives unfolding on both sides of the city divide. Manchester United, currently navigating a period of transition, will play host to their noisy neighbours in an atmosphere expected to be nothing short of fever pitch. The historic rivalry feels more poignant than ever as both clubs find themselves at a critical crossroads in their respective seasons. The spotlight shines brightest on the Red Devils dugout, where Michael Carrick is set to take his first bow as permanent head coach. Carrick's baptism of fire is as extreme as they come, tasked immediately with concocting a tactical masterstroke to stifle City's relentless dominance. The Old Trafford faithful are pinning their hopes on the notion that Carrick's deep-rooted emotional ties to the club can rekindle a winning mentality that has looked somewhat dampened of late. Supporters are desperate to see if the former midfield maestro can translate his pitchside intelligence into a definitive managerial triumph. In the blue corner, Manchester City arrive bolstered by their latest sensation, Antoine Semenyo. The 26-year-old, prized from Bournemouth for €65 million, has rapidly established himself as a new darling of the Etihad Stadium. Semenyo has wasted no time in synchronizing with City's high-octane philosophy, posing a genuine menace to a United backline still searching for its best form. His seamless integration suggests that he might be the final piece of the puzzle for a side already overflowing with world-class talent. Semenyo's output thus far has been nothing short of extraordinary, boasting 2 goals and an assist from just his opening pair of appearances. Such clinical efficiency up front proves that the hefty fee paid by City was far from a flutter. His presence offers the citizens a fresh attacking dimension, providing more varied ways to unpick defenses through his sheer pace and formidable physicality. The lad seems to possess that rare knack for being in the right place at the right time, a trait that makes him a nightmare for even the most seasoned defenders. Intriguingly, before his move to the blue half of Manchester, Semenyo was heavily linked with a switch to United. However, those rumours fizzled out as the United board appeared to drag their feet in securing his signature. This has now brewed a sense of what might have been for the hosts, as they watch a former target flourish in the colours of their fiercest rivals. The irony of the situation is not lost on the fans, who fear his success might serve as a stinging reminder of missed opportunities in the transfer market. Reflecting on his meteoric rise, Semenyo has spoken of how joining a club of Manchester City's prestige feels like the ultimate fulfillment of a lifelong ambition. He noted that contributing so significantly in his opening matches has provided a vital surge of self-belief as he prepares for the intensity of his first Manchester derby. The forward expressed a keenness to embrace the challenge and soak up the unique atmosphere of the occasion, while harboring a strong desire to replicate the goal-scoring exploits of his Bournemouth days. His outlook remains remarkably positive, suggesting he is a player who thrives under the bright lights of high-stakes football. For Manchester United, this fixture is a golden opportunity to prove they made the right call in handing Carrick the reins. Despite the perceived blunder in the pursuit of Semenyo, United are expected to demonstrate a robust sense of collective spirit. The unwavering roar from the Old Trafford terraces will act as a vital 12th man in attempting to blunt the sharp edge of Pep Guardiola's side. A victory here would not only silence the critics but also signal a definitive turning of the tide for the club's fortunes. Conversely, Manchester City remain the bookmakers' favourites, owing to their superior stability. Semenyo's derby debut is tipped to be the focal point of the match, where he will go toe-to-toe with a United defence forced into overtime. City are eyeing a win to tighten their grip on the upper echelons of the table and maintain their pursuit of further silverware. The tactical battle between Guardiola's established system and Carrick's new-look side will likely be decided by such individual moments of brilliance. This Manchester derby truly promises a cocktail of tactical intrigue and high emotion. It remains to be seen whether Michael Carrick will mark his debut with a fairy-tale win, or if Antoine Semenyo will continue his purple patch and inflict a painful lesson on the club that once let him slip through their fingers. Whatever the outcome, the city of Manchester will be holding its breath until the final whistle blows on this modern classic. Manchester United weigh up audacious swap deal for PSG starlet. Manchester United find themselves at a crossroads following a summer of significant transition that saw Marcus Rashford, Antony, Alejandro Garnacho, and Jadon Sancho all depart the theatre of dreams. In an effort to support Ruben Amorim's tactical vision, the Red Devils secured the services of Matheus Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers. However, the Brazilian has struggled to fill the void on the flanks, openly preferring to operate through the middle rather than as a natural outlet on the left. The landscape has shifted further with the dismissal of the Portuguese head coach and the subsequent appointment of Michael Carrick as manager until the end of the season. Carrick has wasted no time in implementing his preferred formation, a system that traditionally relies on the flair and width of specialist wingers. Currently, the United squad is noticeably lopsided, lacking a dedicated left-sided attacker to provide the balance required for Carrick's brand of football. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford's career has seen a remarkable resurgence since joining Barcelona on a season-long loan. His clinical performances in Spain have been so impressive that the Catalan giants are now eager to make the move permanent. However, United are aware that the race for his signature is heating up, with Atletico Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain also monitoring the situation closely, potentially driving up the Englishman's valuation. In a fascinating twist, PSG are reportedly prepared to play a trump card to jump to the front of the queue for Rashford. The French champions are considering a part exchange deal that would see one of their own prize assets move to Manchester. This proposal is designed to tempt the United board by offering a direct solution to their left-wing vacancy, though Rashford himself is reportedly settled at the Nou Camp and would need significant convincing to head to Paris. The player PSG are willing to include in this audacious swap is the 23-year-old Frenchman, Bradley Barcola. Valued at roughly £61 million, the youngster is a specialist left-winger who is equally adept at operating on the right. His pedigree is undeniable, having played a pivotal role in PSG's treble-winning campaign last year, where he notched an incredible 42 goal contributions across all competitions. Despite his previous heroics, Barcola has found himself in a difficult run of form this season, struggling to cement a regular place in Luis Enrique's starting lineup. This lack of consistent minutes has sparked intense speculation regarding his future at the Parc des Princes. For United, the prospect of a player who is quick, technically gifted, and capable of beating defenders in tight areas represents a tantalizing opportunity to reinvigorate their attack. Barcola's profile aligns perfectly with the traditional United identity of pace and trickery. His ability to create high-quality chances for his fellow attackers would likely thrive under Carrick's guidance. Furthermore, his age suggests he has significant room for further development, making him a long-term investment rather than a short-term fix for the club's current tactical imbalance. However, the logistics of such a deal remain complex. While United are in desperate need of a natural winger of his caliber, the move hinges entirely on Rashford's willingness to cooperate with PSG's advances. If Luis Enrique can successfully persuade the Englishman to choose Paris over Barcelona, the path would be cleared for the French international to make his way to Old Trafford in what would be considered a major coup. As the January transfer window nears, the United hierarchy must decide whether to sanction a concrete approach or wait until the summer to overhaul their front line. Whether Barcola arrives as part of a swap or a standalone deal, his signing would undoubtedly address the missing link in Carrick's system. It remains to be seen if the Red Devils can navigate this intricate transfer web to secure one of Europe's most exciting young talents. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.